What's up, guys? Starting today's video. I just currently got off work. If you guys didn't know, I've been in the market for a four-door Civic sedan. Gonna go take a look at it today and hopefully we bring it back. The place is not too far from us. I think it's about 40 minutes. Nothing really special about this car. It's a 96 Civic LX sedan. Super simple, bone stock. It does have high mileage. Body should be super clean. From the videos and photos I've seen so far, it looks pretty clean. I want to go check it out in person and make sure. And getting it for a pretty decent price. For how many miles it has, I think it's a really good price for it. It's pretty cheap, and these engines are super cheap to work on. And as long as everything checks out and no oil leaks that's too crazy and that's not fixable, and then yeah, we'll pick it up. But if it's having a lot more issues than I think it does, then yeah, I'm probably gonna pass on it. But from the videos and photos I've seen, the motor sounds healthy, no smoke in the tailpipe, and you could definitely tell if a car is smoking from a tailpipe in the winter because it's so cold. But barely any smoke coming out of the tailpipe and a cold start and stuff like that. So like I said, as long as everything checks out, I'm probably gonna end up picking it up. But I just know that I want to be really cautious with this purchase, just because, you know, I don't really need this car. It's kind of like a little side project for me to work on and maybe do a flip later on. But if I do like it, I might just keep it and, you know, just daily it around. The gas is gonna be a lot cheaper than the 4Runner. It's gonna last a lot longer, and you know, it's gonna be fun to be in a lighter car again and not in this SUV basically driving around. So I'll pick up the camera once I get home. There's a couple things that I need to do before we start heading out there, and Brandon and them is gonna meet up with me at my house. So there's gonna be Brandon and Marvin on a road trip to M-Town. All right, so here is the 1997 LX Civic sedan. Nothing special. It's basically bone stock, completely stock. Has fender liners, has pretty much everything in the engine bay besides the AC compressor. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's basically a bone stock 97 LX Civic. And the reason I was looking for this model specifically is because I like the 96 and front and rear end of these. I do like the 99, but I always like the 96 a lot more. But yeah, I'm super excited to get started on this build. This is gonna be a budget build. Like I said, mind me, it's freaking cold, but I posted on IG on my social media, I was saying that this is gonna be a budget build, and I'm gonna build it with my check from McDonald's. And if you guys didn't know, I did 40 hours at McDonald's when I first, you know, got a job, and my biggest check was $600. So with $600, we're gonna fix whatever that needs to be fixed on the engine side, and then do little mods here and there. Got a front lip for sure. Got coilovers in the cart, and then also got the other stuff for the motor as well. This thing runs really good. It's just that it just leaks oil, but you know, it's typical D series. People just don't care. Just put a quart in it and just keep driving, and it drives like that. Like, the motor is super healthy. Front end lines up pretty well, no gaps at all. A little bit of gap on this side. Hood's a little bit like pushed up on this side as well. Not exactly sure if it's been hit or not. It looks pretty straight to me, but I'm gonna need like a Civic guru to tell me that. But for the most part, it looks like the body lines match up pretty well. The latch is broken, like a typical EK. Front windows work. Passenger goes up really slow. So I'm kind of worried about that window, especially in the summer, and especially if I don't get the AC compressor in there and get the AC working. But those parts are really cheap. Like, these cars are so cheap to just buy and fix up. So that's the plan. Like I said, there's a little bit of rust on certain spots. Like, you know, this door has a little bit of rust. This spot has a little bit of rust. And that's pretty much it. There's a few dings here and there, but both quarters are unrolled, no rust. Underbody is super clean. Has both fender liners up front. Just missing mud flaps. I can get a set of mud flaps for this. I do want to get another set of floor mats up in here, or maybe I could save them with some detailing. But for the most part, what the fuck is that? Is that a glove? I didn't actually like gone through this car yet, and I'm pretty sure he probably left some stuff in here. But let's go through it real quick. I didn't really go through this car at all. I don't know what's all in here. Holy shit! No cash value, dollar coin. What the fuck are these for? What the hell is this? Android, iOS. This is broken, of course. I don't know what the fuck this is. Maybe it's supposed to be like some sort of radio thing. This deck sucks. The screen don't work, but Bluetooth does. We got a bunch of scooter stuff in here. There's a fucking phone mount in here. What is this? Vehicle inspection report. Readings, it passed when it was in Mexico, I'm guessing. So I had 194,000 when they did the inspection. So this is kind of the main reason why I wanted this car. So this is the state of Colorado, and the emissions it passed. So the main reason I wanted this car is because it's from a state that you need to pass inspection for. The reason I wanted this car is because, you know, certain states need to pass inspection, and if the car is running like shit, it needs to pass inspection. So this is O'Reilly's ticket for gaskets for the Miata that he was working on. I remember that. Let's look what's in here. A bunch of receipts. Another vehicle inspection. This is Colorado at 182. Another one from Colorado at 168. Check engine light. Status off. Pass. So I'm gonna keep all these together for sure. So this car was in Colorado for quite some time. That's what it seems like. That's probably where the rust was starting to come in. But for the most part, it looks really clean underneath, which is got me questioning. This is a Minnesota transcript of when it came to Minnesota for a little bit, I believe. This is a Drive Smart sticker. Don't need that, don't need that. Discount tire form, which I'm pretty sure they got where the tires came from. Holy fuck, the shit has the original. Holy shit. Yo, this is crazy. Original Honda sticker. What the fuck? There's a lot of cool things in here. Here's the manual. More Bridgestone shit. More shit. Yeah, there's all the manuals right here. Wow. Another inspection tag. Alright, let me get a quick picture of this. And let me clean out the glove box. I'll put this all back in. I'm going to keep all that stuff, because that's just history of the car and the inspection stuff. But yeah, main reason I got this car is because I need another daily. Also, on top of that, the shift knob is fucking stuck on here. Oh, there we go. Let me get straight. Okay. But the main reason I got this car is because it was cheap. It was a pretty decent price. It was from Mexico, New Mexico, and then it made its way to Colorado, as far as I can tell, from those inspection stuff. And then it went to Minnesota for a little bit, and then went to auction because the transmission, it went, well, I forgot what he told me. But basically, the clutch wasn't working. The clutch went out. So they replaced the clutch. And then found out the motor had a blown head gasket, so they swapped out the motor, put a new clutch in it, and then they just been driving it ever since for the past 6 months. So that's pretty much it for the car, as far as I know. So I know it does have an oil leak, so I'm gonna make sure I get to that. I'm gonna check the timing belt, check the water pump, and see the car's not overheating, especially how cold it is, and the heat works really well in this car. So I'm gonna, you know, do my diligence, get the car running perfectly, make sure there's no oil leaking, do an oil change, and then we're just gonna keep riding it, and then we'll do the next mods, which is lowering it and then putting a lip kit on here, or putting a front lip at least. But yeah, I'm super excited after finding all this stuff, especially this in the original tag. That's crazy. But yeah, let me clean this out real quick and then I'll pick up the camera. Ugh. Oh, it smells good in here though. 2, 3, 4, 5. See if this starts. It is currently like freezing up in here.
The voltage is too low. Bluetooth disconnect. The voltage is normal. Bluetooth disconnect.
The fuck happened to my RPM, bro?
Bluetooth connection is successful.
My RPM done disappeared. What's up, guys? So we're gonna end the video here. I know it's dark and I kind of left you guys on the cliffhanger, but currently we're sitting in the Civic right now, the 97 Civic sedan. I'm letting it warm up because it's been a while since I drove this thing. Last time I drove this thing was probably when we go pick this up Thursday. It's now Monday, so I'm gonna make sure I start it up, you know, every other day, or you know, as often as I can, especially with how cold it is. Don't want the battery to die, don't want the car to die right here either. So, but we definitely will be driving this a lot more often once we get it registered. That's the main reason why I'm not driving it, is because it's not registered. The other concerning thing is that the oil pan gasket is leaking really bad. You can smell it like burning onto the header right now. Once we get those things fixed, we'll definitely be driving this a lot more. It saves a lot of gas. I put like 15 bucks on gas on this thing on the way back for an hour to drive, and it barely moved. So I'm super excited for that. And yeah, just want to give you guys a quick update real quick of what we've done so far in the Civic Coupe, or in Civic Sedan. Keep saying coupe, but in the sedan we removed the headliner. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'll turn the light real quick so you guys can see it, but we removed the headliner. Main reason why we removed the headliner is because the headliner was falling apart. I could have saved it, but I couldn't get the back seats to fold down. So regardless of what I did to try to bring it down, it was either gonna rip, or is it gonna have a crease or fall apart. So instead of, you know, me taking my time and like taking it out, I just ended up just destroying it, because I don't know who the hell like started drawing on the foam pieces, but it was literally like a bunch of lines on it. Like people did not give a fuck about this car. And I know it's your daily and stuff like that, but like these cars are becoming a lot harder to find, especially bone stock, and not messed with. So I was doing my best to take it out, but at one point I just removed it and just fucking Hulk smashed it out, because I was just tired of the foaming pieces just falling into my eyeball, like when I was removing it, and then everything was just being so difficult to get it out. I just, you know, said whatever, fuck it, I'm gonna just rip it out. Ripped it out, took out the sun visors right here. That'll be like right here. Those were peeling off. I could have sent those out to get reupholstered or whatever, but I'm better off just either going to a junkyard or finding a parts car and, you know, replacing it with those. Finding interior parts for this car is going to be very difficult, because I have the tan interior instead of the gray interior. So tan is even more rare than the gray interior, because everybody likes the gray interior. I kind of like this tan interior. It's kind of growing on me. It's a little bit different. Yes, it's like an old man style, but not a lot of people have it. So I might as well keep the tan interior going, you know what I mean? So next thing on the list, like I said, is, you know, get it registered, get insurance on this thing, and then fixing the oil pan gasket for sure, because I don't want to be filling up oil every 2 weeks or so just to make sure that this motor has oil, because it's just literally just draining out, because the oil pan gasket is crushed. It's so fucked up. I don't know how you crush an oil pan gasket. Valve cover is okay. Valve cover gasket has been new. You can tell it looks like a brand new gasket. Oil pan gasket was new, but it's just been crushed. They just over tightened it, and then that's basically it. Probably do an oil change, probably do a tune up real quick on it, and then I'm gonna double check the spark plugs for sure. just do a whole tune-up on this thing, make sure it's, you know, running healthy and good. So far it's running really healthy, it runs really good. There's a bit of an exhaust leak between like the header and where it connects to the rest of the exhaust, like where the cat would be. A little bit of exhaust leak is there, but you know, this thing is running cherry. Power steering is kind of low. I need to fill that up, or maybe I do a flush on the power steering. I need to do a flush on the brakes as well, because the brake fluid is looking kind of dark. And I also want to change the brake fluid, because don't tell my wife, but this car is gonna be my track car. It's gonna be a really budget track car. It's gonna be a car where I take on the track, you know, take it to RPM, or take it to autocross, you know, stuff like that. Just to hop in this car, just, you know, whoop, 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 have fun turning around cones or turning on the track. It's a D series. It's really cheap to maintain. It's a super cheap car to, like, you know, fix up and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the main reason why I got this car as well. It's just because I'll have another car to have fun doing that, or even go cruise with the homies. You know, all my homies have B16s, and you know, they have their turbo cars as well. But I just know that the extent level of my coupe and cruising with them, it's like, it's not any car could be a street car, but I can't see how anybody enjoys driving with a twin disc everywhere and, you know, all the time. Hopping into this thing is more comfort. It's an LX. I got all the comfort features. I got power, everything. I even got cruise control in this damn thing. So yeah, I'm super excited for this build, and I'm gonna tell you guys a quick build list that I have right now that's under 600 roughly. But it's coilovers, we got a front lip already, all the maintenance parts for the engine is still under that budget. And then we're also gonna change out these mirrors. I'm gonna do the spoon replica mirrors just because I prefer them a lot more and I can see a lot better out of them. And then I'm gonna just swap my Broadway mirror from my 4Runner into this car. And then we're gonna check out what this check engine light is, get that issue resolved, and then this car will be Gucci. But yeah, super excited for this build, and I can't wait to you know, start cruising with this thing. And being low and slow, that's the goal. Low and slow but functionable, that I could take this on the track or autocross and have fun out there as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. There's some more stuff that I want to show you guys. I redid the back. Some of the clips in the back was missing, and it looks a whole lot better now. It just needs a full exterior interior detail. We're gonna see how much we can save from the paint on the outside. That'll let me know on what we need to do to get this thing repainted. We will be trying to repaint this thing, try to do some body work on this thing. And I want to learn how to paint. I want to learn how to do body work. I want to learn new things with this car. Like, I just want to go head on and get to wrenching and just learn with this car. So super excited. Looks like I got my RPM back. It just fell right back into place. Right now I'm just letting it idle and, you know, just listening to how the car is. Everything sounds healthy. Everything's working. I don't know if you can tell the heat's working. It's getting really warm in here now. And yeah, it's just a bone stock Civic LX sedan that I'm gonna have a budget build on, and it should look really good for how much money I spent on this car. So I'll definitely do a price out of what I spent and all the parts that I got, and we're gonna try to keep it in budget and see what the turnout will be. Like I said, this budget is gonna be like a high schooler's budget. Like their first check, which was my first check, was $600 for working 40 hours. So what we're gonna do is turn $600. What can we do with $600 on this build? And then obviously, you know, the build might get out of hand with some certain parts that I want to do, but we'll add that into the budget as well, and then we'll see what we end up at. I already have a budget up high where I don't want to overspend that, so I'm gonna keep it low-key until we get to that part where we're spending a little bit over. But as of right now, we're nowhere near that. And once we start doing the maintenance stuff, I definitely want to check that out once we're done. But yeah, hope you guys are staying tuned into this build. I'm super excited for this build. It's gonna be probably the cheapest build I ever done on the channel, and then also taking notes with the knowledge I have now and some other people's videos and learning off of them of how they did their budget build. So I think I can make I think I could do that budget build even cheaper and make the car look good without, you know, spending a whole lot. And then also the paint on here is not the greatest, but it's good enough where you can tell it's not a rust bucket, you know, normally on the street. So yeah, but yeah, That'll be it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully I got more videos coming out soon. My goal for this year is to make more content, and so far I've been kind of slacking. The thing I really want to fix is this fucking handbrake. I don't know why it's so far up. Like, this should be way further back, but whoever put this together, or this handbrake, just like, I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure that out. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.